12 things that pushed Eren to the dark side in Attack on Titan. If you want to understand, watch this video carefully until the end. Eren wasn't born evil. His fate by the end of Attack on Titan was a result of a plethora of experiences and losses he experienced throughout his life. At the beginning of Attack on Titan, Eren Yeager was the heroic protagonist. He joined the Survey Corps, hoping he would eradicate the Titans and avenge his losses. Unfortunately, his story didn't follow the typical upward trajectory of other shonen leads. Eren became an anti-hero and plummeted into the dark side. By the manga's end, he became Attack on Titan's main antagonist. His allies had to defeat him after he started the rumbling and wiped out most of the world's population. Though it seems like an unexpected twist, there were warning signs that Eren would eventually descend into darkness. Number 12. Eren has always been reckless and violent. Eren's reckless personality and tendency to disregard everyone around him was a red flag from the jump. He didn't see the issue with Erwin's plan for him to fight the female Titan in Stohis district, despite the obvious amounts of collateral damage that would result. When Eren Yeager and Mikasa were younger, he killed her kidnappers and encouraged her to indulge in the same violence. Though this was to defend someone else, it's still concerning that Eren was so willing to turn to violence at a young age. Retrospectively, it points to him becoming a violent antagonist by the end of Attack on Titan. Number 11. Eren said he would destroy the world. Back in Attack on Titan's first season, Eren lost control when he went into his Titan form. He went berserk and said something pretty concerning. After defeating Annie in Stohis, Eren kept punching her. Since she was already unconscious, it was overkill. Everyone was trying to get through to Eren and tell him to back off. However, Eren was already drunk with power at that point. He had a major adrenaline rush from the sheer amount of violence he was committing and didn't want to stop. At that point, he said, "I'll destroy the entire world." Number 10. Eren always hated the Titans. Even before Wall Maria was breached, Eren always dreamed of freedom. He felt imprisoned inside the walls and knew the only way to obtain freedom would be to kill the Titans. This desire was only increased after Wall Maria fell and a Titan ate his mother right in front of him. Initially, this pushed Eren to join the Survey Corps and become a hero. Unfortunately, it led him down a darker path later on. After discovering that he's a Titan shifter himself, it changed his perspective on things. After discovering that most mindless Titans were former humans, he realized that everything isn't always what it seems. Number 9. His mother's death lit a fire in him. After the raging colossal Titan broke into Shiganshina, hundreds of Titans entered the walls. They indiscriminately killed and consumed many innocent civilians. Eren's mother, Karla, died right in front of him. He and Mikasa tried saving her, but she insisted that they run away and sacrificed herself. Hans forcibly removed them from the scene. But Eren kept looking back and saw his mother get eaten alive by dinner. Interestingly, it was revealed at the end of the manga that Eren was also responsible for Karla's death. A future version of himself used the founding Titan's powers to get dinner to eat her. Number 8. Eren's perspective changed after becoming a Titan. Initially, the audience was led to believe that the Titans were the only villains that the heroes would face in Attack on Titan. However, Things grew more complicated with the addition of Titan shifters. Eren, becoming one himself, suddenly changed his perspective on the world. Eren inherited the founding and attack Titans from Grisha. He didn't know that he ate his own father either. After leaving the Cadet Corps, he discovered the true potential of his Titan powers. He originally used them to help the Survey Corps, but eventually used them for much more sinister reasons following the time skip. Number 7. His friend's deaths hardened Eren. Witnessing his mother's death was traumatic enough, but seeing countless allies die in front of him was a major factor in Eren's fall to the dark side. Several of his friends died when the Titans invaded Trost. Then, he joined Levi's squad and felt guilty for his comrades' deaths during their battle against the female Titan. The more friends he lost, the darker Eren's mindset became. The audience and main heroes were equally as disturbed when Eren started laughing over Sasha's final words. In some ways, it hardened him to the ways of the world. In other ways, it contributed to the turmoil that drove him to start the rumbling. Number 6. Eren felt betrayed after learning his friends were Titans. Though Eren lost plenty of his friends during battle, he lost 3 of them for a completely different reason. He felt betrayed when he learned that Reina, Bertholdt, and Annie were his enemies. Annie was the female Titan. Reina was the armored Titan. Bertholdt was the colossal Titan who broke down Wall Maria and destroyed Shiganshina. They weren't the closest of friends, but they did train alongside each other. They had a sense of camaraderie that regular everyday acquaintances just don't have. Therefore, it makes sense why Eren was so shocked and hurt by their true identities. It makes sense why it made him lose even more faith in the world.